What's going on, guys? I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. If you're a returning subscriber, as always, guys, welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. You know, guys, on this channel, man, I talk about a lot of different things. And one of them is like people having, being responsible and some sense of accountability and, ability to reason. You would think people would have, but like nowadays, you don't see that. Sometimes you can love your children to death and it can cost you your life, or damn near cost you your life. Today I want to talk about a story out of Olympia, Washington that happened, we were saying 2 hours ago, or it was reported 2 hours ago. I guess this happened within the last few days. But anyway, it's about a man in his 30s living at home with his parents who just decided to stab them. Now, I don't know if these people died. It didn't say they died, but they're both hospitalized right now. But I'm going to tell you something. Regardless if a child is yours or not, at a certain age, he got to leave the nest. And even though your son is a man, he's still a man. Men are dominant. They dominate things. A lot of times, places where they're comfortable and they feel comfortable. Usually their own home, whether it's yours or theirs, or somewhere they grew up. But either way, a lot of times you're seeing a rise in this type of stuff happening from people just loving their kids to death. Take a look.
Mully and Preston, the suspect apparently would not leave his jail cell, so he didn't take part in today's proceedings, but it didn't make any difference. The judge found probable cause for what many consider a horrific crime involving a knife and a sword. Investigators worked through the night and into the day, gathering evidence at this home where a 37-year-old man is suspected of repeatedly stabbing and slashing both his parents. Police say during the attack, the mother called 911 begging for help. When officers arrived, they heard a woman screaming from a room on the upper floor.
We peek out and we see the police breaking in the neighbor's front door. And at this time, I didn't know it was the police. I saw...
Rebecca Valenzuela says it was dark and she initially thought it was a home invasion robbery, but then spotted the patrol cars and flashing lights.
And then after that, man, it was all just a blur. It was police coming in with big guns.
Officers burst into an upstairs bedroom where they found the son holding a sword and standing over his two parents, who had been stabbed repeatedly and were lying on the floor. They ordered the son to drop the sword, and he initially complied, but then had to be tased for resisting arrest.
He has appointed an attorney at public expense.
At his court appearance, the suspect refused to show.
Given that he is declining to show up today, what is the state's request going to be?
Court filings say the suspect got into a fight with his parents over how loud he could play his music, then entered their bedroom with a knife and started stabbing them before arming himself with what police call a katana-style sword.
2 counts of attempted murder in the second degree, as well as resisting arrest.
Neighbors say they are traumatized knowing that happened just next door.
We watched him from our bedroom window bring the guy out in handcuffs, and then we watched as they brought our 2 neighbors out. And at that time, we didn't think that they made it.
Yeah, both parents were rushed to hospitals in critical condition, though we're told the father is extremely injured and has several life-threatening wounds. The suspect, who we're not naming because he's yet to be charged, he's due to go back before a judge tomorrow. Reporting live, Joel Marino, Como News.
All right, guys, there you have it. 37-year-old man living at home. As soon as I heard that, that's all I needed to hear. I was done after that. Now, I'm going to tell you something. You look at that house that they was in, them people well off. Now, a lot of times, I got a lot of rich clients, and I talk to them about this sometimes, and they say the same thing. A lot of times, parents that are well off will let their kids come back to the home or not let them leave the home. I don't mean not let them, but let them stay in the home if they're not really any problem. Because remember, they raised in the house. Now, I don't know if this guy left the house and came back, but at 37 years old, if you in the house, that's a problem, fam. That's a real problem. Arguing. Hey, cut the music down. These people old. The older you get, you still like music. You don't want it all in your ear, like when you're younger. He got a problem with it. What'd he do? Start fighting on him. Then he stabbed him with a knife. Then he went and got a sword. Remind me of Step Brothers. Remember Step Brothers? He had a katana sword and all this crazy stuff. A grown man shouldn't be hype over. You know what I'm saying? Like he was a little kid wanting to show all this stuff. It's remind me of that. How is he in court and not coming out of his cell? I'm not coming out. Shit. You almost killed your mom and dad. You better show your goddamn face. That's the stuff, man, that be making me mad. How do criminals have so much power when they're incarcerated? He just got there and he got it to where he not gonna go to court? Shit. Come on. Come on. Justice system's a joke to me, man. It is. I don't care if we had to bust his ass. He'd have came in there looking like a raccoon, both eyes black. You gonna stand there and look stupid like the crime you committed against your parents. Said the dad is messed up. He might not even make it. He got several. That means at least 3 life-threatening injuries. Come on, man. Come on. I don't know. I don't know what happened with parenting. And you tried to do a nice thing for your kid, but I mean, he's a man. He gonna buck. He gonna buck. Hell, my daughter's 8 right now. She don't even like me hugging on her no more like I used to. I be feeling left out. Regardless if they live in your house or not, they transition from boyhood to manhood. Maybe not mentally, but physically. That's like a puppy. You'll correct a puppy, but you want a big dog because they get tired of that and they can do something to you. A lot of people, man, it's disaster. Like I was saying, like a lot of my rich clients, they like, well, I let him stay here. He ain't got his leg together and I got more than enough. He's all right. At least I know he's here and I ain't feeling that. A lot of y'all ain't neither. When we was young, we had the ultimatum. When you get 18, you better either go to college, go to the military, or look for you a job or something. And a long time ago, most of us couldn't wait to get out of the house. But some people, he had the privilege of having good parents that had stuff, probably brought stuff for him. The mom probably still mothering him and all this other stuff. And he ain't been pushed like that. We don't know. But what I do know is you don't stab your damn people and bite the hand that's feeding you. The only way I would let a grown man or child live with me is if I see they're trying to get on their feet and they're making progress and I see it won't be too long for them leaving this house. But some people don't see it like that. And even if they had the man in the house, they still didn't deserve that because it's still their son. But I mean, come on. Just from a standpoint of man, the thinking of a man would see, okay, this dude right here ain't doing nothing. He ain't trying to get on his feet, or he getting snappy at the mouth. He think it's sweet around here. Ultimatums. I mean, come on. Over music, bro. You make that house your house. Now it's your house. You want to take over. You got takeover spirit. Yeah, well, I'd have had that gun by the bed. And every time he went to act stupid or buck, I'd have blasted him. Another thing is this. How is he alive? Cops had to break in there in the middle of an assault. You ain't shoot his ass. He resisted arrest. Wasn't listening to y'all while y'all ain't blasting. I'm just saying. If he was black, would he got smoked? I don't know. Let's keep it real. I don't know. Either way, man, this is some craziness. And it's unfortunate. These people learn the hard way not to have grown-ups in your house and try to do something nice for kids that tell you to kiss their ass when they feel like it. What he did was sinful, regardless if they was helping him or not. These are your parents. You wouldn't be here to hear your dumbass music unless they birthed you and treated you right with dignity and respect. I like you to stay in that house, but you didn't return the favor. Everything in you negative and childish, you pulled out, pushed on them. You deserve what you get. Your dumbass would have been sitting in court if I was in charge. Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Every situation is different. But for the most part, man, if you give somebody an inch, they'll take a yard. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.